We are often used to hearing words of averages. For example, the average temperature during the winter season is about 10 degrees. The average income of all the workers working in the tea estate is about 20,000. These are all common statements that we hear every day in and day out. Now, there is absolutely no problem in all this unless you are trying to use some of these data points for making a decision. Now, let me explain. Let's say you are traveling in an aeroplane with 100 other passengers from Mumbai to Delhi. You look at the passengers and you feel the average income could be, say, 20 lakhs across the plane. Except that one Mr. Ambani sitting in the first class seat could make the big difference. He could tweak this average from 20 lakhs to 2 crores apiece if it's that Ambani which you know I'm referring to. As an example, therefore, averages can lull you into believing that everything is normal when they are not. And that's where the problem arises. The famous writer Taleb says one of the most misleading mathematical notions is that of the average. Now let me explain. Can you die in a lake that has an average depth of 3 feet? The answer is no. Given that I'm 6 feet in height, how can I die? Even if I didn't know swimming, it serves that I will walk through 3 feet of water. But there lies the problem. 3 feet of average means the lake will have some portions where it will have even 1 feet of water, and the other end could be some place where there is 12 feet of depth as well. And what we are referring to is the average. The average does not mean the lake will uniformly be at a 3 feet depth. And there lies the problem that averages can kill you. Now that we've understood the concept of average, how do we become a little bit more smarter when we hear the word average? These are the 4 things that one can keep in mind when you analyze statements that come with the word average. First up, when anybody talks about the average, I always ask them, what are the extreme values? What do I mean by extreme? What is the lowest value and what is the highest value? Gives you a sense of what the extremes are. Second, just because there's an average does not mean it will always play out as an average. It can play out in any form, either in the lowest side or the highest side. So you have to be mentally prepared that the outcome can be the lowest or the highest at any point in time. Third, given that all averages pertain to the past data, there is never really enough evidence to say that's what will happen in the future. It may not. So give it only that much of respect that it deserves. Last but not the least, averages may be of past, the future necessarily may not hold good. And let me give you an example. Earth is getting hotter. So if you looked at the last 100-year data on summer, the next 100-year data on summer is definitely going to be hotter than the last 100. So you at best can take a small reference from it, but do not believe it to be the gospel truth. That's what I mean to say. If you followed these 4, if you did a little bit more questioning beyond that word, I'm sure you will have far more intelligent information to make decisions. Now, the next time your financial advisor tells you that you will make your 15% per annum return on your stock market investing or your mutual fund equity investments, then always understand that your returns can be a minus 20% to a plus 40% at any given point in time, in any given year. If you don't have the ability to withstand that minus 20%, then the average 15% will not work for you.